What we'd like to do is, within 5 minutes, reveal to you the secrets of drag. Please put your hands together for Ben Grill.
All right, Australia, what is it with you and your drag queens? You've got Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. You've got more people globally who know who Dame Edna is than our own Prime Minister. And I'm pretty certain this is the only country that ever had drag queens in the closing ceremony of the Olympics. Here in Sydney, especially on Oxford Street, you can barely order a drink at the bar without feeling the synthetic hair tickling you down the back of your neck. Drag queens run this city. The Daily Telegraph got it wrong. It's not a gay mafia, it's actually a drag mafia. And I am so glad to be a part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ben Grill, and by day I'm an insights executive, but at night I parade around in women's clothing and respond to the name of heather.numberone. Thank you. I perform professionally up and down the strip, and I like to strip when I perform. I do corporate gigs, I do hens parties, I do house parties in every single club in Sydney. And a lot of you guys are probably looking at me and saying, how does he do it? How does he go from being such an ugly, ugly guy into such a beautiful woman? And how can I do it myself? Because let's face it, most guys in Sydney, gay or straight, end up in a frock at some point or another. So what I've done today is I've condensed down what generally takes me about 2 hours to do into a 5-minute tutorial. And the first thing to understand is that of that 2 hours, you're going to spend about an hour of it on your eyes alone. And why is that? It's because the eyes are very complicated, and generally you have 2 of them to deal with. So you have to understand a woman's face has much bigger eye sockets, and they have these creases that allow them to really kind of play with eyeshadows and colors. So one of the first things we'll do is actually get rid of our eyebrows, or at least hide them for the night. And the way that I generally do that is I take what's called spirit gum, really kind of hold them down, and then I take a putty wax, and that basically kind of fills in all the gaps, and I flatten it down with the edge of a knife. But the cheats way of doing it is just to go out and buy some children's glue sticks and just do that over your eyebrows, and that will smooth it down and also hold it into place. It's cheap, it's wonderful. Next thing, then, you want to take foundation, and you want a really good foundation, a nice, thick, theatrical foundation. Don't just use your mom's Revlon, because it's not going to cover up what I call the 5 a.m. shadow. That's when you've been partying all night, and you're at ARC, and you want to go down to Phoenix with all the other trash bags. Contouring. So a woman's forehead is actually a lot smaller than, thank you. A woman's forehead is actually a lot smaller than a man's forehead. So you want to contour and shade the forehead as well as the cheekbones from the ear to the corner of the mouth to give you those nice kind of supermodel cheeks. Then you want to highlight with a lighter color than your foundation where the light would naturally hit a woman's face, which is the forehead, the cheeks, and the chin. And then just blend, 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 and you start to have a different kind of facial shape. Eyebrows are a big challenge for a lot of people, but the secret to them is really you just want it to be a natural extension of your nose line, just a natural arc that just kind of continues up from there. Big secret, one of Sydney's top drag queens actually hates doing her eyebrows so much that she'll wear a wig with bangs so that she doesn't have to do them when she goes out. Those sockets then, I basically draw my eye sockets where my natural eyebrows used to be and then connect it to my eyeliner. I go a bit wide to give my eyes a bigger kind of Disney princess look and effect than they naturally have. After that, Australian drag queens, have those kind of like rainbow sunset eyes. So what I do generally is I take a pink and then a purple and then I blend that into the black. So it kind of goes lighter, darker, darkest, and then I do a little white touch of highlight just underneath the arch of the eyebrow. After you get the eyes, you go under the eye, and the little trick here is that you take a white makeup pencil and you do it on the waterline. It really hurts like hell, but it makes the whites of your eyes bigger and really contrasts against the black eyeshadow or black eyeliner underneath your eye and really makes it kind of pop. And of course, nothing is complete without the lashes. I say go big, go long. Just make sure they're not too wide. If they are, just trim them because nobody likes those droopy eyelashes on the side. And then you want to really blink very slow so that guys can see the sockets that you've created when your eyes are closed. Lips should be drawn on about twice the size of your real man lips. I generally do a lip pencil about twice the size, fill it in, and then do a little dab of white right in the center to kind of give it that real kind of 3D popping effect. And of course, if you want to be really draggy about it, go for the glitter. I use a clear layer of lip gloss, and then I dab glitter onto it. I also am a big fan of using a little rhinestone for a false beauty mark for that extra little touch of fabulosity. And then, of course, wigs. Wigs, you know, that's the best of it. And you don't have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on a lace front wig. You can just go to Patty's Market, and I bought all of these for under $50 each. Just go in Patty's, try them on, figure out which one makes you feel sexy. They're used to it. So I hope you found some inspiration in this today. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube. You can pay people like me to come and do it for you. But more than anything, I hope you've learned to appreciate drag a bit more. So next time you see one of us girls out at the bar, buy us a drink and tell us how lovely our sockets look.